Got a number?
556. 556. That's right.
What kind of bilge pump?
Well, I mean, you can't blow it out.
They make bilge pumps for trumpets.
What? Suck it out of my face.
Something.
It's here the problem. Not
Get a leak.
Nah. No place to dump it in.
You started there.
And 3 and 4 inch.
One, two. play it down to the bottom. It needs to be longer. I know, when you wrote it, I knew it would be popular and people would want to write it.
It'll be very popular in Bar Harbor. You'll get
You gotta
recognition.
give the people what they want.
What time do you have?
He's a time
I
guy.
just make this stuff up.
10 till. We have enough time for 2. All right, so let's get jumping on.
5:06.
Okay, ready? Ready? Around 107.
It's a great chart.
Wait a minute.
Waiting.
Waiting.
1 minute.
We have 6.5 minutes to go. And we are going to take about 2 So we have practice. Well, we did practice. I mean,
Adequate.
I'll look.
Yeah, make sure you have that out. So you can grab
we
it.
could do So are we alternating the community?
Oh, yeah. We'll be alternating all over. We'll go through it at least 16 times.
Yeah. Don't worry. We've done this before too. Waited around.
How long is this last?
Well,
But do I have time to take a little walk?
yes you do, but you'd be mic'd over there.
Oh, okay. I had the idea that on the street, a little bit of luck might be a fun thing to do.
Okay. Roll it up, Bob.
You want to go a little faster?
And any show
It's
too.
got funny words in it, and you can always add more.
Good idea. I'll start looking at it.
You counted a little slower.
Sorry?
You counted it a little slower.
I know.
You want me to count?
Yep.
Okay, ready? 1, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for all the patience, brother.
9:57.
Yeah.
But who's counting?
Well, what can I tell you? Which part? Are you? What's happening around here? You gave them. They didn't appreciate it, but you were on my heart.
Nobody expects you to play.
Every year I look forward to hearing you guys playing.
Oh, great
Well, we look forward to it.
We appreciate it. By the way, if anybody, you do weddings, don't you? You don't do weddings, you just do this?
I just, I don't know if it's because I'm divorced, but I just can't get into it, and if I can't get into it, then it's
Yeah.
not going to be my best work.
Right.
Okay, well, it's okay. I was going to give you a card and say,
Oh.
recommend us. I wasn't just talking.
No. You're getting married, right? No. If you're getting married, I'll do your wedding.
You're 50 years too late.
Well, there we go.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Only 50? 50.
Congratulations.
You got me.
How many years?
26.
26? 30?
33.
You know, I assumed all of you guys were married, but
Yeah.
But for me, it's because I have a very tolerant wife.
Yes, absolutely. She's a saint. Absolutely.
and she probably says the same about you guys too. No. Well, when I got married, I was going to be married for life, but it only lasted 13 years, and he played around, so
Well, you're probably right. And I'm sorry to bring up bad memories.
that's okay. That's all
You
right.
had some good years, didn't you?
But you know what? I have 4 wonderful children.
Oh, here you go.
I am, and I'm a different person than when I was when I married him, and I like who I am now.
Well, that's one of those things where people change. Some people just can't change together.
So I'm okay with it, you know. So I'm very leery of him though, because he still thinks we're after we got divorced in 2009, 7. He still thinks we're going to get back together again.
You never know.
But he's on drugs and stuff, so
Oh, well, then forget it.
that's not happening.
Forget it.
So anyway,
Yeah, that's just.
it's okay.
We also do.
I like who I am.
What's your first name? What's your name?
Trinetta.
Say that again.
Trinetta. I'll give you a card. How's that?
That'd be fine.
Trade cards.
At least people don't move around as much.
Okay. We got the weight.
You got the weight. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you now.
Just leave it on the floor behind us.
Leave it on the floor.
Yeah, on the stage.
You gotta go.
Yeah, do your thing. I'll sit here. Yep, thank you. Are they coming in?
Ready? Yeah.
Yeah, the fanfare.
1, 2, 3.
Please remain standing. I know. As the president of Kennebec Valley Community College, and on behalf of the graduating class, the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 53rd commencement exercises at Kennebec Valley Community College. To begin our celebration this morning, the national anthem will be sung by Riley Laguki, a 2023 graduate of our Liberal Studies program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh.
You may be seated. Today is a momentous occasion, both in the lives of our graduates and in the life of this institution. Graduation marks a milestone in your life. As you begin this new journey, please join me in thanking a very important group of people, your parents, your family members, and your friends. They are also guests of honor at today's celebration, so join me in thanking them. We have many veterans, active duty military personnel, and military family members with us today. If you are on active duty, retired, or a veteran, please stand. Thank you for your service to our country. In 2019, the college created several pathways for area high school students to concurrently earn a college credential while completing high school. This year, I am pleased to recognize the high school students who participated in this pathway program. And today, we celebrate the accomplishments of both a high school diploma and the awarding of a college credential. I'm going to ask those students, as I call your name, to please stand, and I'll ask you to hold your applause until we've recognized all of our students. Graduating today from the Health Science Certificate Program from Lawrence High School, Taylor Leclerc. Taylor is entering the nursing program at USM in the fall of 2023. Georgia Poulin. Georgia is entering the nursing program at KVCC in the fall of 2023. Mia Proud. Mia is entering the nursing program at Central Maine Community College in the fall of 2023. Joining these three graduates, I'm graduating from the Welding Certificate Program from Lawrence High School, Cooper Bollier. Cooper anticipates working at Reed & Reed in Woolwich after passing his welding exam. Lucas Campbell is going to work at Form Tech in Clinton. Stephen Fowler also anticipates working at Reed & Reed in Woolwich. And Joshua Harrett, planning to enter the workforce this fall. And the last high school student is Isaac Willett, Isaac is planning to start his own mobile welding business while continuing his education at either KVCC or Eastern Maine. So join me in congratulating them. Nice job. Thank you very much. I'd like to recognize our faculty marshals this morning. The faculty grand marshal, Jared Harvey. Would you stand, Jared? Yep, chair of the math and science department. We also have two faculty marshals accompanying Jared, Therese McCarthy from the nursing department and Mark Kavanaugh from the social science department. And finally, I am pleased to introduce the guests on the dais. To my left, our commencement speaker, Jermaine Moore, founder of the Mars Hill Group. Maine Community College System Board of Trustees, Trustee Ann Roosevelt, and Chair of the KVCC Foundation Board, Trustee John Dalton. To my right, Dean of Academic Affairs, Catherine Engelhart, 2023 Distinguished Alumna, Lori Cobb, class in nursing, class of 2018, and the Dean of Student Affairs and Enrollment, C.J. McKenna. At this time, I am pleased to introduce President David Dagler from the Maine Community College System, who will be bringing virtual greetings. President Dagler was named president of the Maine Community College System on January 21st, 2019. Prior to being named president, he served in various roles, including vice president and chief financial officer. He also serves as chair of the Finance Authority of Maine, was appointed interim president of the Foundation of Maine's Community Colleges, and previously served as the director of finance at Southern Maine. In total, he has served the Maine Community College System for nearly 25 years. Please welcome President Dagler.
Graduates, I bring greetings and congratulations from all of us throughout Maine's community colleges. I have some thoughts I'd like to share with you, but first, indulge me for a moment and allow me to thank your faculty, staff, and family members. You know, there's an old African proverb that goes something like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Now, for the faculty and staff and all of those parents and friends that have been with these students, you've been working together and you have taken these graduates farther than even they realize. You have taught them, you've encouraged them, you've supported them. And this is an awesome class of graduates. Without your commitment, this celebration would not be nearly as special. So I want to thank you sincerely for everything that you've done to support these students. Okay, graduates, it's your turn. You've studied hard. You've overcome immense challenges. You've done amazing things, and you deserve to be proud of your accomplishments. But realize that you have not done this alone. Remember everyone that has helped you get here. And when you have a chance, help someone else achieve their dream. Now, with those thoughts in mind, I hope you'll consider 3 brief thoughts as you begin your journey as Kennebec Valley Community College graduates. Today is a day of celebration. Celebrate responsibly, but do celebrate. You have so much to be proud of. Number 2. Alvin Tolfer was an American writer and businessman. He was also regarded as one of the world's great futurists. I don't actually know what a futurist does, but it sounded wicked cool. So, when he said something, I thought I better pay attention. And he said, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write. They will be those that cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. I thought, that guy's onto something there. And that brings me to my third and final point. The world of work is changing rapidly. You are heading into a world with a degree and the skills you need to succeed. But as you move ahead, you'll want to, get a raise, right? To do that, you want to learn more. You want to advance in your field. You want to adapt to the new technologies that are coming. So return here, learn more. Consider this college your lifelong partner in education. Together, you will become more than you are, and certainly more than you ever dreamed you could be. So once again, congratulations, and thank you very much.
Many thanks to President Degler for sharing this time with us. It is now my pleasure to welcome Trustee Ann Roosevelt, who will share greetings from the Maine Community College System Board of Trustees. Trustee Roosevelt retired as the Chief Executive Officer for Goodwill of Northern New England in 2019. She joined Goodwill in 2011 from the Boeing Company in Chicago, where she was Vice President of Global Corporate Citizenship. Her career has encompassed leadership positions in public policy, politics, the arts, and higher education. Currently, Ann chairs the Roosevelt Institute in New York, serves on the board of Maine Grain Alliance and the Jim Brown Foundation. Presidents Obama and Biden appointed her to the Roosevelt Campobello International Park Commission, where she currently serves as vice chair. She is a fellow at the Center of the Corporate Citizenship at Boston College and has served on the Maine Community College Board of Trustees for 3 years. Please welcome Trustee Ann Roosevelt.
Good morning. On behalf of my colleagues on the MCCS Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to be here today to extend congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. Commencements are a day of celebration. It is an opportunity for all of us here to share with you and your families an accomplishment that is of great significance, an accomplishment that reaffirms the belief that Maine people are willing to work hard to achieve their dreams. The degree or certificate you will receive today is a symbol of your success, and your accomplishments are a testimony not only to your desire and intelligence, but also the skills and support of the faculty and staff of this fine college. We all take great pride in knowing that we were able to contribute to your success. Again, on behalf of the trustees, I wish each of you the very best in your future. Thank you.
I am pleased to welcome Trustee John Dalton of the Kennebec Valley Community College Foundation Board of Trustees. Trustee Dalton is the chair of the KVCC Foundation Board of Trustees, the 2022-23 president of the Waterville Rotary Club, and also serves on the board of directors of Waterville Creates and the Maine Children's Home. He is retired in 2020 after serving 14 years as the president of Northern Light Hospital and Northern Light Continuing Care, Lakewood. The KVCC Foundation is a nonprofit corporation that raises resources to support student scholarships. The foundation has an endowment of approximately $3.5 million and awards over $280,000 per year in scholarships and emergency funds to support students. Please welcome the chair of the KVCC Foundation, Trustee John Dalton.
Not that anyone's counting, Karen, but the endowment's up over $5 million now. Thank you, President Norman. On behalf of the trustees of the foundation, employers across the Kennebec Valley, and if I may be so bold, everyone who is here with you this morning. I want to congratulate you, and I want to thank you for overcoming barriers large and small, for putting in the time to successfully complete your course of study, and for making it here to the finish line. Well done. I have promised to be brief, but I do have 3 requests. Stay connected, pay it forward, and support the foundation. In a few minutes, you will become alumni of this amazing institution. Please stay connected. Let us know where you are and what you are doing. Stay in touch with your classmates and your teachers. Keep up with news about the college. Serve on an advisory committee. Encourage your coworkers, your friends, and family to take a course or engage in a certificate of degree program. KVCC needs you, and you will benefit from your connections here. Kennebec Valley Community College has a stellar reputation built on highly regarded faculty and staff and rock-solid graduates. When I was at Inland Hospital, we peer interviewed all open positions. And I can assure you that when it came to skills, knowledge, and work ethic, we knew we were getting excellence when we interviewed a KVCC grad. So we focused our energy on their personality and whether he or she would buy into our culture of service. I've spoken with many other area employers over the years, and we all share a common trust in the quality of the KVCC grads. This is a gift of credibility that has been given to you by those who taught you and who have come before you. And that's huge. So please, pay it forward. Be the good person you are, do your job well, and you will give the gift of credibility to the grads who follow you. Finally, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't take this opportunity to put the touch on you. When you are able to do so, and someday you will be, please make a donation to the KVCC Foundation. Large or small, every donation matters. Again, congratulations and thank you. You have truly earned the right to be proud of yourself. It has been an honor and a privilege to speak to you.
Our student speaker is an honor that lives with the selection of the Student of the Year. Each year, the Maine Community College system recognizes one student from each college to be named the Student of the Year and to be the recipient of the John LaPointe Leadership Award. Aubrey Slater, a member of the nursing program, is our 2023 Student of the Year. During her time at KV, Aubrey served as the Student Senate President, the President of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, Vice President of the Future Nurses Association, and a trio student coach. Aubrey has been awarded the title of New Century Workforce Scholar and placed on the All-Maine academic team, scoring the highest for the state of Maine. Aubrey has accepted a job at Reddington Fairview General Hospital as a nurse in the special care unit, and it is my extreme pleasure to welcome Aubrey to the podium.
Thank you, President Normandin. Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family members, and class of 2023. It is such a pleasure to be celebrating our collective success today as a community. Looking into the crowd today, I see my fellow allied health graduates. We all know how sorely needed we are in the world, thanks to the past few years. I see those going into the mental health field and the psychology fields who will teach us mindfulness and how to take care of ourselves. I see electrical line workers who will keep our lives running even in the most brutal of storms. Precision machining, who, as the name implies, have very little room for error. Those skilled in the culinary arts that make our lives that much sweeter. Early childhood educators who will help shape our future by caring for our children and loving them. those going into business administration and accounting fields who will analyze our organizations and make sure we have continued success and keep our local communities thriving. Trust me, even if I did not specifically mention your program, you will make a positive impact. Community college students are some of the most resilient people. Many graduates in this room have experienced numerous challenges getting them to where they are, but today we celebrate our success. We all have unique circumstances that brought us to KVCC. We have all answered the call to acquire more education. We have dealt with the constant battering of life trying to bring us down. Everyone's journey to this college degree is just that, a journey. I want everyone here to know that the things you find important have meaning. You are more than just your struggles, and we are all more capable than we could ever imagine. Ideas that are important to you have meaning, even if others are not willing to see it. If you have a passion for something, that is where you belong. Do everything in your power to change your circumstances so you can be where you are meant to be. Having faith and confidence in yourself is of vital importance. You have already taken the step in the right direction by following the call to further your education to make your life better. During this journey, you may have found passions for things you never thought about. I urge you to continue to follow your passions. Following your passion will allow you to make changes you never thought possible and will be very rewarding. I know that we are more than our struggles. During my time at KVCC, I had my own fair share of struggles. My daughter received a diagnosis of papillary thyroid cancer just before my first semester in the nursing program. The complicated nature of her treatment caused me to seriously considering dropping out over a dozen times. But I know that I am more than just my struggles, and so are you. When the pathway forward seems bleak and unknown, just take the next step. Even a small step forward is progress. We are more capable than we can imagine. This college degree is not the end of our journeys, but the start of something greater. How much more can we do? Where will we be in 5 years from now? What about 10? I think back to physics. We are all full of potential energy. All we need is that small push to make us kinetic energy. Your degree from KVCC can be that push. As we go out into the world with our new college diplomas, I want to ask everyone to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is being emotionally exposed and present in the world. I believe when we are vulnerable, our ability to see and anticipate the needs of others is improved. Brené Brown, a research professor and storyteller, tells us, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's our greatest measure of courage. Through my journey at KVCC, I struggled with this concept of vulnerability. I believed that if I could be stoic and push through all the challenges life had thrown at me, that I could do anything. It wasn't until I found people I could be vulnerable with and truly feel my feelings with that I started to process the things that were happening. People close to me know that emotional things are not my thing, and I do not like being touched. I had an experience this semester where I did not perform as expected. I felt I had let myself and my instructors down. I'm sure we've all felt this way before. Maybe your construction didn't come together properly or your lab experiment flopped. I tried so hard to keep a brave face and act like it didn't bother me. We have all had times where we tried to just push through and not feel. A wonderful friend and classmate brought me back to earth. She reminded me of everything I had been going through simultaneously, and that not being perfect is human. I allowed myself to cry and be vulnerable around her, and I came to a realization about my failure. I was not upset about the bad grade. I was upset about everything else. Life had thrown me in a million different directions, and I just couldn't be great at everything all the time. None of us can be perfect at everything all the time. Being vulnerable helped me realize I was upset with the lot life had given me. I spent so much time just taking the next right step that it wasn't until this final semester that I truly started to feel more than just all the stress and struggles I had. I started to feel the emotions. I am coming around to the idea of emotions being okay, maybe even good for you, but please don't hug me still. Our perceived failures help us become more vulnerable. Being vulnerable does not make you weak. Being vulnerable makes you human. It helps you truly connect with other people. Recognizing our perceived failures help us learn and grow as a person. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable and allow yourself personal growth. Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, said, "How little can be done under the spirit of fear." Walk out this door today, vulnerable but not afraid. Lead your life by knowing the things you find important have meaning. You are more than just your struggles, and you are more capable than you could ever imagine. Congratulations to the class of 2023. We did it.
I'm now pleased to welcome our keynote speaker this morning, Jermaine Moore. Originally from a suburb outside of Philadelphia, Jermaine has lived in southern Maine for the past 17 years. He is the founder of the Mars Hill Group, where he specializes in diversity, equity, and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI. He specializes in leadership development, executive coaching, and communication training. He is an international speaker and educator who has captivated audiences from Harvard University to Elliott Elementary School. He's led DEI discussions in almost every imaginable sector of business, from retail to biotech to Supreme Court justices. Jermaine is also a board member for the Diversity Workforce Coalition in New Hampshire. I would like to extend a personal thank you to Jermaine. During this academic year, Jermaine has provided our KVCC community with several professional development opportunities. We have been blessed to work with you and to learn from you as we continue to create a culture that is welcoming, inclusive, and meeting the needs of all. Please join me in welcoming Jermaine Moore.
Thank you all. Good morning, graduates. My name is Jermaine Moore, the founder of the Mars Hill Group, and we partner with organizations like the Maine Community College system, helping them be the best version of themselves. I feel privileged to be a part of the work that you're doing here at KVCC. And as privileged as I am to work with the many companies that I get to work with, I truly feel that they are a gift to me. I can't in words express how privileged I feel to be a part of your special day here today. A day that may have been a long time coming for a lot of you, a day that is a reward for the hard work and sacrifice for all of you, a day that marks the end of one chapter of your life and the exciting, hope-filled beginning of another. These early chapters of our lives tend to be written by others. But not anymore. We were along for the ride, but now we get to decide what the rest of our story may look like. You get to decide what life is like from here on out. These decisions that we make today and beyond will have ripple effects throughout our lives. Your futures are wide open. Are you ready to write your story? And if you are, what type of story would you like to create for yourselves? Is it a story filled with drama, by conflict and emotion? Some of us love drama. You know who you are. Will your story be filled with tension, excitement, a high level of execution? Will it be a thriller? Will your story be an adventure centered around an epic journey or exploration? Maybe a story filled with poems written in lyrical prose, expressing your heart. Will your story be a mystery, a comedy, or one filled with love and romance, or maybe your story is going to be filled with a little bit of all of these, which most great stories do. In my life and work, I picked up a few things that I want to share with you, a few nuggets of wisdom that I like to call them, that I would like to share with you all that may help shape the story that you're writing for yourselves. This white beard will allow me to look the part of the old wise man, by the way. I grew it just for you. The more I've learned, the more I began to realize that doing a few good things well can make all the difference in our lives. Number one, and I'll share 3 of those things. Number one, learn to listen. Learn to listen. Whether at school with friends, at work with your colleagues, or at home with your family, listening is something that will serve you well. I've learned that everyone has a deep-seated need, a desire to be heard and to be understood, to feel validated. Giving someone your time and attention is a simple yet powerful way to show respect and meet people where they are. Listening will help you solve problems, be creative, flex your empathy muscles, and build strong relationships. It's the fastest way to resolve conflict and build deep human connection with one another. We are collectively losing our ability to listen to one another. But those that do will find this skill will positively impact every aspect of their lives. This is not always easy, and I don't always do it well. You can ask my wife, or you can ask my daughter, who's sitting over there today. But when I do, it changes things. It's work worth doing. Number 2, your why over your what. Your why is your purpose. We are so consumed by what we are doing and what we are going to do. Even now, I'm sure that the biggest questions you think you need to answer in your life are questions like, what am I going to do? What is my plan? I'm graduating. What happens now? And those are important questions to answer. But we are so consumed by this what that we tend to give little thought on our why. But our why is so important. It's our why that informs our what. It gets to the heart of who we are. In our why, we find fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction. A purposeful life is a good life. My why is feeling that I'm doing what I can to have even a small impact on a world that seems to be filled with negativity. My why is my children. I mentioned my daughter sitting over there today. I want to be someone that she looks up to and is able to be proud of. Your why can be these people who came here today to support you, who have been there throughout this journey with you. How do you become the people that they are very proud of? My why is helping organizations maybe be a little bit better at creating environments where all people can thrive, no matter who they are, and that's the heart of what we do. My why is that it gives me opportunities like this to stretch myself, to be out of my comfort zone. My why is what allows my what to continue to allow me to be the best version of myself. We don't always get it right. We stumble along the way, but our why is what allows us to get up, to dust ourselves off, and try again. It's very easy for me to explain what I do. It's surface. The reality for me is that my work can be very, very difficult sometimes, filled with challenges, and there's some days I wonder, can I even do this? When things get tough, what is not enough? We lean on our why to get us through each day. Our why is compelling, it is motivating. It is our anchor. Our why is deeply personal, and it's a question that we all have to ask ourselves. It flows from the well springs of our hearts. Know your why. Number 3, this is my last nugget of wisdom I would like to share with you all. And it may be the hardest, but I think it's one of the most important. And is be authentic. We all should strive to have authentic interactions with the people we encounter every day. You know, when I sat down to put this commencement speech together, I said, Jermaine, do not use cliches. This is a cliche. But it's very, very real. And as I've matured, I really began to appreciate and respect the value that comes from being authentic and living with integrity. You just cannot deny how important it is. Integrity comes from the same root word as integer. An integer is a whole number. So integrity means being whole, that there's no gap in us, that we are whole people. And to be authentic is to be real, true, genuine, bona fide, worthy of trust, being actually and exactly what is claimed. And as cliched as it sounds, you can't deny the peace and satisfaction that comes from living authentically. It's a hard thing to do, but it's worth doing. This story that we are writing ourselves, I asked you to consider what kind of story that will be. I said, will it be a drama, a thriller, an adventure, a comedy? But there's one type of story that I didn't mention, and I want you to stay away from, and that story is fiction. A fictional story is one that is not real, is inauthentic, is not real to us. If the story of our lives are inauthentic, it would fall into another genre of story that we want to avoid, and that is a tragedy. It's a tragedy to not be the best of who we are. Tragic lives are filled with unrealized potential, a life full of could've, should've, would've. That's a tragedy. A life of regrets. That is not the lives that we want to live coming out of this ceremony. There's a period of my life where I felt that I was going against the grain in my work, trying to be something that I was not. The fact is, in my work, I was in a position where I couldn't be my authentic self. And I realized during that time, I wasn't able to leverage the gifts that I was given. Everything I needed to do to succeed, I felt it was the opposite, felt like it was the opposite of who I was. And it was tough. Not being authentic takes an emotional, physical, and psychological toll on us all. Listen, you all, we all have talents and gifts. Those gifts vary from person to person, but we all have at least one. You have gifts. You have talents. I've never met a talentless, giftless person. So what is your superpower? You should know what that is. What do you do well? What do you do better than most people around you? Your job is to discover those talents and the gifts and strive to put yourself in a position to leverage those gifts as often as you can. When I was finally able to do the things that allowed me to use my natural gifts and talents, a whole new world of possibilities opened up for me. And that world is available to you. Do not limit yourself to what other people think. Do not compare yourself to others. There's a saying that comparison is the thief of joy. I believe that only you can live your life. You may have your own self-limiting beliefs. Push against them. Don't believe them. You will have doubts. You will have setbacks. You will have challenges. Even still, be authentically you and shine. You do that, and however you decide to fill in the pages of the story of your life, no matter what your story entails, it will not be a tragedy. It will be an epic. So thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this wonderful day. I wish you tremendous success in 2023 and beyond. Thank you so much.
This next item is a tremendous honor for me. Barbara Woodley was president of this college for probably over 37 years and was the only president that I knew for a very, very long time, and I learned some really important things from President Woodley. I learned the importance and the power of service, and so today we are recognizing the Barbara Woodley Civic Scholar Award. So this is the first time that we have done this. Today we honor the students who will receive this honor for the first time. The creation of this award was a dream for Dr. Mark Kavanaugh, faculty and department chair and director of the college's Center for Civic Engagement. And so I invite Dr. Kavanaugh to the podium for the first of our awards for the Civic Scholar.
Good morning, and I want to start off, I'm going to comment that I'm going to let this grow out now. More wisdom. Thank you all for showing up today, and I want to extend a special thank you for all the graduates that are here today. I think, unasked, I can speak for all of the faculty that we really, really appreciate the opportunity to see this process come to its fruition, our work manifested in your graduation, and it is incredibly meaningful for me to have you all here and watch you celebrate this great event. The Barbara Woodley Civic Scholar Award is awarded to graduating students who embodies Dr. Barbara Woodley's commitment to the betterment of Kennebec Valley Community College and the local community. Serving as president of KVCC for 37 years, Dr. Woodley demonstrated her commitment to civic engagement and volunteerism in her leadership of the college and in her daily life. The students receiving this honor have demonstrated a commitment to civic leadership through engagement in community-based service learning, volunteerism, activism, and political involvement, and have met the following criteria. They're actively engaged in service on campus. Civic engagement activities related to issues of local, regional, national, and global importance, and demonstrated leadership in involving others in their innovative approaches to social, educational, environmental, health, economic, and/or legal issues facing their communities. This is the first time we do this, so we had students who were eligible for this award pick up their pins. And so we have a special pin that we had created, and I want to go a little off script to talk about what this pin represents before I call them to stand and be recognized. When our new president, Karen Normandin, took over, she decided that we would probably be well to rebrand ourselves, and for some of you, this might be the first time you see our new logo. And I want to talk about what that logo meant to me. When I saw this, I'm a psychologist, so I saw symbols that represent meaning that comes from the work of Carl Jung and various other depth psychologists. The sun representing the light that we shine into the darkness, knowledge, wisdom. The bridge is KVCC, the curriculum, the classes that take you from one place to another, right through the burning sun sometimes, get a little singed with that knowledge every once in a while. We give you that knowledge, and the bridge goes over a river. The river is a fundamental element of change in our world. It's moving and it's changing all the time. It shapes the world around us like plate tectonics and glaciers. However, there's another way to look at that change. Not only does your degree prepare you to overcome change, but it also prepares you to be the river of change and bring that to your communities. Those skills that you can change the world around you. So the pins only have the river. So the pin has that river symbol in there to symbolize that you are a river of change in your communities right now. We talk about service a lot after graduation, and before I call out everybody's name, I just want to say these are people that are already on track. They're already doing things, and recognize, as my students in psychology would readily attest to, this was a sample, and we didn't get all the data, and I know there's a lot more service that has been going on among this group. That people that probably should be recognized, but these are individuals that we do know about that provided service. I'm going to call your name, and I would like you to stand, and we'll hold off hooping and hollering until the end. First, Julia Nickel. If you could stand up and remain standing. Amber Archer. Haley Bate. Haley Belrose, Lori Bellier, Leslie Blanchard, Sophie Boulay, Crystal Collins, Michelle Dietre, Christina Duhane, Jessica Farrar, Sean Fitzgerald, Michael Heath, Lauren Hewitt, Delaney Ireland, Callie Jennings, Sydney Knights Curtis, Riley Legucki, Sarah Linkletter, Jessa McDonald, Jesse, Bridget Marney, Tess Marsh, Haley Bayo, Ian McClure, Natasha Parker, Allison Pease, Mary Pletcher, Samantha Shute, Tamara Sidney, Kimberly St. Pierre, Brandon Stratton, Brielle Stubbs, Rachel Tabarge, Selden Thompson, Stephen Thompson, Andre Vigno, Patrick Weber, Amanda Wells, Jacob Whitting. This group of people contributed a total of 3,180 hours of community service collectively to the community, worth $102,852 given back to the community, and they just graduated. Let them have it. Thank you very much.
I would next like to invite C.J. McKenna, Dean of Student Affairs, who will now present the Aaron Levine and Fred Whitney Awards.
Good morning. The Aaron Levine Award is given in memory of Aaron Levine, a Maine state senator. In 1967, through the 104th legislature, Senator Levine spearheaded the appropriation of funds through the Maine Department of Education to provide post-secondary vocational programs at Kennebec Valley Vocational Technical Institute on a 3-year experimental basis, utilizing the Waterville Regional Vocational Center at Waterville High School. The Aaron Levine Student Award is given to a student who has demonstrated citizenship and has been actively involved in campus and community projects. The student must have demonstrated leadership in addition to technical knowledge. This year's recipient, who I'm pleased to welcome to the stage, over here on the left, is from the psychology program, Patrick Weber. The Fred W. Whitney Award is given in memory of the first director of Kennebec Valley Vocational Technical Institute from 1970 through 1973. The Fred Whitney Award is given to a student who, through personal sacrifice, perseverance, and determination, has demonstrated scholastic achievement and the ability to overcome personal obstacles while at Kennebec Valley Community College. This year's recipient, who I'm pleased to welcome to the stage, is from the General Studies program, Anfal Marcus. Our next award is the Bernard A. King Award, presented by Catherine Engelhart, Dean of Academic Affairs. Okay.
The Bernard A. King Award is given in memory of Bernard King, who led this college from 1973 to 1984. His dedication, enthusiasm, and commitment served as driving forces behind the growth and development of this institution. It is most fitting then that this award is presented for academic excellence, dedication, and sincerity is given to degree-seeking student earning the highest grade point average at Kennebec Valley Community College upon graduation. This year, the 2023 Bernard King Award is given to an associate degree student in psychology, Patrick Weber. This year, the 2023 Bernard A. King Certificate Award is presented to a graduate from the plumbing program, Joshua Perkins.
One last recognition before we get to the diplomas. The awarding of the Distinguished Alumni is a strong tradition at KVCC, recognizing a graduate who has distinguished him or herself in a chosen field. This year, we recognize Lori Cobb, a 2018 graduate from our Associate of Science nursing program. Lori Cobb is a registered nurse at Waldo County General Hospital's Oncology Department, helping patients with cancer and hematology disorders. Over the years, Lori's contributions at Waldo County General Hospital have been recognized with an Employee Spotlight Award. Lori is known for forming special bonds with her patients, working with them through their first treatment to diagnosis. Lori chose nursing as a career because she wanted to have a positive impact on the lives of her patients, but it's the impact that they make on her life that truly reinforces why what she's doing, a nurse. She has stayed connected to KVCC and always strives to give back. Currently working on her certification to become a certified oncology nurse, Lori will sit for the boards this fall. It is my distinct honor to present the 2023 Distinguished Alumni Award to graduate Lori Cobb.
Thank you, President Normandin. Good morning and welcome graduates, family, friends, staff, and faculty. It's hard for me to believe that just 5 years ago, I stood on this very stage giving the commencement speech at my own graduation and was Student of the Year. As I reflect on my speech that I gave that day, I talked about ducks. Yep, that's correct, I talked about ducks. I talked about how you don't necessarily have to have your ducks in a row. And as I gave examples of my life through different paths, I shared how each duck took me on a path where I needed to be at that time, not knowing where that path would take me. Now, 5 years after my own graduation, my ducks are still really not in a row. As a new nurse, it took me many different paths to find where I felt I needed to be professionally. It took me many different challenges and explorations to find that being an oncology nurse is where I felt this particular duck was taking me. Ironically, as I was making this decision to be an oncology nurse, the big duck you may have heard of, called Joy, appeared in Belfast Bay. I took that as a sign of this is where I needed to be. As I look at you all sitting here, ready to graduate, you all have your own paths to follow. You've all taken the choice to better yourself, to complete your education at Kennebec Valley Community College, and to follow your own ducks. That may have occasionally taken you astray, but have ultimately led you to your spot here today, about to graduate with certificates and degrees.
You should all be very proud of yourself for taking that step. Just know, as you leave here today, that you may not have all your plans in place. Your paths may not be laid out yet, and new paths may not even be considered or may not even be on the rise yet. Continue on and know that it's okay that all your ducks may not be in a row, and that some of your ducks may lead you astray and take you places you never thought you needed to be. But believe me, as I stand here giving this commencement speech today, I never would have imagined that one of my stray ducks would take me here today. Standing in front of you, wishing you the very best and success. And may all your ducks be successful. If not successful, at least take you on a journey to learn by. Remember this, as I leave you all today, this is all a part of a lifelong learning, and the skills and relationships that you make here at KVCC will last a lifetime, and they will always be there to support you and guide you and help keep you soaring strong like they did for me. Again, I wish you much success and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. The presentation of degrees is a wonderful tradition that celebrates the hard work and the determination of our students. It is a time to celebrate unique journeys that each graduate has taken to meet this goal. KVCC Class of 2023, this is your day to be recognized as an academic, as a college graduate, as someone who has the skills and the determination to succeed. I am deeply honored to be here today and to have the privilege to confer your degrees. At this time, I would invite Catherine Engelhardt, Dean of Academic Affairs, to come forward to present the candidates.
To all the members of the class of 2023, let me offer my congratulations at this moment of completion and accomplishment. The faculty and staff have guided you on this journey. Our faculty and staff are outstanding in teaching, mentoring, engaging, and supporting students to help them achieve their goals. In recognition of this, would all the faculty and staff of KVCC please stand and be recognized by the graduates and their guests. Thank you. And now this is what you've been waiting for. President Normandin, on the recommendation of the faculty of Kennebec Valley Community College and upon confirmation by the registrar, I commend to you these candidates have fulfilled the requirements necessary to receive their respective degrees and academic certificates.
I now invite Kathy Engelhardt, Dean of Academic Affairs, and CJ McKenna, Dean of Student Affairs, to assist me in the presentation of degrees. Enjoy.
Hunter Barton. Gabrielle Campbell. Leah Durrell. You want Alexander? Okay. Alexander Holzinger. Xander McIninch. Andrew Craig. Saad Khalif. Dave Lewis. Isabel Dorman. Michaela Doyen. Danielle Hampson. Lily Harvey. Nathan McGray. Courtney Leah Rial. Sacha Reese Tirado. Thong Sofiknith. Riley True. Linda Boudreau. Evan Fisher. Lyric May Lafin. Emily Marchese. Jacob Mills. Arath Wedapole. Leslie Blanchard. Lydia Dory. Jeannie Foss. Kelly Garcia. Tasha Giroux. Popo Liu. Cassidy McLeod. Kelsey Palucci. Mary Pletcher. Brielle Grace Stubbs. Crystal Sylvester. Julie York. Ashton Bowden. Joshua Burgess. John Cameron. Todd Clark. Kyle Demers. Keith Devine. Curtis Arrington. John Estes. Nathan Fernald. Nathan Gerard. Eben Harvey. Alex Hemingway. Alex Higgins. Sean Hoogterp. Martin Kelly. Tucker Lavasser. Travis Martin. Nathan Miller. Kempton Roy. Zachary Shields. Jared Strout. Stephen Williams. Ethan Wyman. Soledad Bias. Dick Baldick. Alexander Bussey. Isaac Farrar. Anthony Foster. Ian Gordon. Alexander Lapierre. Brady Parsons. Everett Cotroni. Matthew Ullery. Antonio Asaf. Nathan Beal. Forrest Bentonen. Dakota Bowie. This is why we're live, folks. Caleb Chaveri. Robert Cromwell. Brian Dustin. Tyler Millett. Braden Rayborn. Justin Seacoat. Jared Shaw. Trenton Murray. Cutter Warger. Kyle Adams. Donald Gage II. Mason Lunt. Christopher Lachik. Jenna Pasiaggio. Joshua Vashon. Amelia Eaton. Brian Erickson. Loretta Gilly. Alexis Hackney. Elena Hassel. Holly Kinney. Onful Marcus. Megan McQuillan. Alex Smith. Hallie Turgeon. Rose Forrest. Christy McCarthy. Jade Morse. Amy Smith. Molly Smith. Catherine Campbell York. Riley Laguki. Ashley Dion. Carla LaRue. Gina Colley. Mary Connolly. Sarah Dean. Holly Kelly. Katie Liston. Cadence Rideout. Virginia Robinson. Trinity Thabarge. Amber Archer. Amanda Welch. Christopher Foss. Aubrey Slater. Brooke Arthurs. Rebecca Burton. Kayla Figueroa. Samuel Fournier. Catherine Frazee. Autumn Gibbs. Katie Gilson. Jade Grant. Charles Hodgson III. Alexis Jones. Emily Lyman. Angela Marcotti. Okay. David Donut McAndrew. Patricia Norris. Mariah Peavy. Angela Perry. Leanna Ripley. Sydney Sorois. Tiffrey. Matisse Tiffrey. Kelsey Clark. Cheyenne Kritz. Aiden Woods. Haley Bellarose. Sophie Boulay. Chad Dumais. Jessica Farah. Sean Fitzgerald. Michelle Sela Heath. Lauren Hewlett. Sydney Knights Curtis. Jesse MacDougall. Ian McClure. Julie Anderson Nicole. Allison Ann Pease. Samantha Shute. Kimberly St. Pierre. Rachel Marie Tabarge. Stephen Thompson. Andre Vigno. Jacob Whitting. Fatima Al-Amari. Cheyenne Duran. Audrey Lilly. Joshua Mitten. Calvin Wilson Jr. Crystal Collins. Keegan Dumont. Isaiah Dunphy. Natasha Parker. Catherine Good Lantetta, sorry. Callista Trask. Patrick Austin Weber. Natalia Von Lay. Leah Collins. Lindsay Cross. Lauren Guptill. Davith Holbrook Pronovo. Samantha Howard. Austin Lakota. Isabel Catherine Langette. Heidi Lynch. Zachary Morneau. Tanner Pelot. Olivia Rack. Amelia Gallagher. Brooklyn Hubbard. Jessica Lalonde. Greg Osilka. Abigail Spalding. Christy Yos. Cooper Bollier. Dylan Boulette. Heather Bowden. Robert Bowden. Nicholas Carter. Lucas Campbell. Carson Corbin. Stephen Fowler. Joshua Harriet. Jacob Harris. Samantha Haskell. Wesley Monroe. Isaac Willett. Marissa Parody. Michaela Tolman. Zachary Van Antwerp. Lori Bellier. Ayana DeMont. Taylor M. LeClaire. Benjamin Mank. Angelina Pamela Fair. Georgia Poulin. Mia Proud. Sydney Small. Tree Chirong.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. So the weeks and days leading up to this event today have been filled with all kinds of activities and decisions and things that needed to be taken care of. And one of them, as Monica would remind me on almost a daily basis, was, so did you finish your remarks? And it's like, no, I haven't done it yet, Monica, because I don't know what I want to say. And so I spent weeks going through that, and I'm sure you can relate to this, but when you've got a paper to write, and the anxiety starts to build in you, and the more the anxiety builds in you, the more you have that writer's block. That was me. So probably about a little over a week ago, I was in my granddaughter's bedroom. They were coming to visit, and I was straightening out a box of books, and I happened upon a book that I shared with one of my children on one of their graduation days. And I wanted to share just a couple of thoughts from this book because I thought it spoke to what I was feeling. Because as I read through the book, and Jermaine talked about this a little bit earlier, I couldn't help but think about possibilities and opportunities, and the possibilities and opportunities that have existed in my life because of an education. And so here I am here today. So I'd like to share with you just a couple of thoughts from a favorite of mine called "Oh, the Places You Will Go" by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You'll be on your way up, you'll see great sights. You'll join the high flyers, you'll soar to great heights. And will you succeed? Yes, indeed, 100% guaranteed. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. On behalf of the faculty and the staff at Kennebec Valley Community College, I want to congratulate each and every one of you and wish you the very fullest of a life of possibilities. So if you would please stand, graduates. The faculty have recorded that you have completed the prescribed curriculum in your chosen field of study. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Maine Community College System, I confer upon you the academic credential which you have earned, the Associate in Arts degree, the Associate in Science degree, the Associate in Applied Science degree, and the academic certificate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. So you began your day joining out in the North Wing, and you put on your black robe, and you put on your cap. All of those are signs of a graduate. One of the things that you placed on your cap was a tassel, and your tassel hung to the right side, or it should have, of your cap. I was going to say, are your hard hats, but I don't think you guys got tassels on there. So I invite you now, as a sign of being a college graduate, to turn those tassels to the left side of your cap. Whoa, keep it going. Family, friends, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests, please join me in congratulating one last time the class of 2023.
Stars and stripes. Ready? 1, 2, 3.